Episode 11, Rev'd Up GarageCast, coming to you live from Palmetto Destruction. We are in, what is this called here? Florence, South Carolina.
I don't know what the end goal is.
Beautiful, sunny day out. We got hotels in front of us. We're in Vendor Row. We got Sour next to us. We got the tech line right in front of us.
Are those all them parts we're getting sponsored for being on Team Rev'd Up for No Mercy?
I wish.
We have a guest today, Lil
We get the
Freebie.
bike?
Yeah, normally I introduce the guest, but Freebie's head is so big that everyone already knows it.
Hey, you know me, man.
So, as always, we've got my main man, Eddie, my side chick, Mark, and Lil Freebie. So, yesterday's series of events, we're going to talk about the Derby.
I won, Sickles lost. As you can see right here.
Is there a name on that check?
No, they didn't get that far. They
sure
they
that's
wanted
yours?
to shake my hand so much, they just ran out. They
Where's
didn't
that
even have
check
the
at?
We can get a marker from Sour.
We got right here.
Okay. Anyways, we're going to go through Heat 1, the full size. Who all was in that heat? I'm trying to think. I'm going to pull up
You
the
have a list.
One of the jumpers were in there. I know they made it through.
Yeah, I believe Austin made it out of Heat 1.
Streaker was in there, laying her down like always.
Streaker got the
I
Hurricane.
didn't think Austin was Heat 1.
I'm pretty sure Austin
It was
was
the-
Heat 1.
It was the cool like Amazon paint one, whichever the one that was.
That was Austin. Amazon Green.
So for those of you who don't know, Hurricane is just another Mad Dog. Or
Yeah, so they
Aggressive driver,
decided
that's
to
the
shake it
difference.
up a little bit.
Oh.
Went with Hurricane versus Mad Dogs. Freebie knows nothing about that.
Hey, you know me, man.
You ever
That's why
got-
I'm on Team Rev'd Up.
You ever got a Mad Dog?
nah, he just gets rolled over.
Oh, here we go. Listen.
You've never
okay.
got one Mad Dog, like even on accident.
Even I got one.
Hey, I did get one back in my Power Wheel days, so I count
boy.
that.
Oh boy. Yeah, so we had Austin Jumper made it out of Heat 1. I know that. Streaker got the Hurricane. I'm trying to think who got out with Austin. That was the heat that I didn't know. There's a lot of Virginia and North Carolina guys in that one. Heat 2, Clayton was in that heat. Clayton Jumper, we had Billy Benoit. He ended up getting stuck. I thought for sure he would have been one that came out of that.
Yep.
Tracy Cook, Executioner, won his heat. So it was Executioner, Clayton Jumper, and Mason Stacy won their heat.
My boy.
Who got Hurricane out of that heat?
We probably should have wrote this down.
Yeah, I should have wrote this down, but that would make too much sense.
Right?
So we're going to move on to Heat 3 because I don't know who got hurt. I think one of the heats didn't happen. I don't know. So Heat 3, we had Steve Siopa. He put on a clinic.
Last
Yeah.
time I saw
yeah.
him
He
run,
drove
I got
really
rolled
good.
over. It was quite a cool
That
experience.
car's tight.
That car's tight. And if you need to know, he's one of the best in the nation.
They
The
say.
announcer said it like 6
How
times.
did they say his last
Steve
name?
Choppa.
Steve Choppa.
Yeah.
But we got you.
We love you, Steve.
Yep.
The announcer had no clue how to pronounce your name.
But he did know he was one of the best in the nation, so that is important.
Don't worry, Todd fired him after the show. Anyways,
Dude, look at that metric GM there, baby. Woo! Really gets me going.
Get y'all revved up.
so Jim Cleach is our boy, got stuck in that heat. Jeffy got the Hurricane in that heat. He was laying it down. He
Head
found
on.
that GM wagon and
Head OLS fucking screaming.
yeah.
Yes, he did.
Who else? Tommy Woodbury. I think he actually made it out of that heat. Heat 4, we had, let's butcher TJ's name on here, TJ Colo. But
The Pink Bee, TJ.
yeah.
And I get called a bagger.
Yeah.
So DJ didn't fare too well. He got put up over the wall. Ryan Gonks made it out of that heat.
Pete Hansen didn't make it out of the heat.
Pete Hansen got stuck.
Broke steering.
JC Molly's got stuck. Devin, I don't know what actually took Devin Pyle out, but
It just shut off.
he didn't make it out. He was having some flame issues. I
Yeah.
don't know if it was dumping too much fuel or what it was doing.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on
'Cause
there.
they took his air cleaner off and he continued to derby.
Yeah.
That's some Mark Metz type activity right there.
I don't know. I don't run gas. I run meth.
Oh,
So
hell.
Makes you too. I'm just kidding.
Heat 5 I thought was going to be the heat of the night because of The list had Chance Smith, Nathan Case, Greg White, Brett Raylia, Jonathan Furr, Robert Nichols. I mean, I can keep going on. But
Chance Smith.
seemed like a couple of the cars got stuck early, and then it came down to some friends, and Brett had a unfortunate series of events that took him out. And then is that Streaker's welder that we're picking up in Freebie's mic real good?
Yes. Hey, like I said, man, Streaker, he shows up to the party, he wants his presence to be known. He's well.
So Heat 5, Chance, Nathan, and Furr made it out. I'm trying to think who got the Hurricane in that heat. I don't know.
Was it that Shocker wagon or Mercury wagon, whatever that
No,
was?
he's running the Consi.
What? Really?
I believe so.
He was laying her down.
Was it that black and purple?
No, it was a black and red. It was Robert Nichols. Robert, from Kentucky. So, leading out of that, though, this Consi,
This Consi's gonna be wild.
I heard they're doing like 2 consies, but I could be wrong.
I heard they're only taking 2.
yeah, I heard they're doing 2 Consis of however many and only taking 2.
Not taking any Hurricanes, right?
I have no clue.
I always
not.
take Hurricanes.
But,
You would think.
it got Pete, it got
Devin Powell.
Devin
They got
Powell, TJ,
Bleaches.
JC Molly's, Billy Benoit. There was a black and purple car over there that, it was mean, but it got stuck right away. There's a lot of fresh hard
Should
cars.
have one of the jumpers, but he's having tranny problems.
Yeah, the one jumper boy doesn't think he's going to come back out. His trans is acting up.
It's not going to be easy.
This is really going to be a good one. So, we'll start with Lil Freebie. Who's your pick to win?
Well, I am a childhood hero of Pete Hansen, so I gotta say Pete Hansen.
You think he's going to come through the Consi and win it?
Maybe. I'm stuck between him or Chance Smith. I think those two have a really great shot at it.
Yeah.
Chance, they
Chance
all
has a
came
nice
with
car.
the team. They have a great team leader in Casey Smith back in the pits, and that's where these derbies are won at, is in the pits. And they're working really hard back there, so I think they got a great shot at it.
And since no one cares about Mark's opinion, Eddie, who do you think is going to win?
Wait, Eddie's talking? Hold on. This is amazing.
I always talk. Sometimes.
He says about 6 words on average per episode.
Just because that guy butchered his name, I'm going with Steve.
Steve Choppa.
I got rolled by him. That sucked.
But a man can drive, so.
Yeah,
Can
the
drive.
back of that car is right. It can do damage. I was worried that it's sort of built to go up under stuff and break stuff, but with this track being soft, I was worried that he wasn't going to be able to pull away, but every time he went out under someone, he pulled right out.
But in a way, if he does get stuck and he does bury himself just a little, it could drop the car enough to let him out, too. So,
And that car is kind of riding a little high in the back, but then again, the rear might if he gets buried a little bit, the rear might get hung up.
that too.
Scary. Okay,
I think
guess
the tire
we'll.
choice is what's going to win this derby, to be honest.
I was going to ask Mark, but then I remembered that I haven't told who I think is going to win
Yeah,
yet.
who do you got?
I'm going with the underdog, Chance Smith.
Okay, I was about to say, hold on.
Sorry, TJ.
I don't think 2-week build over there got enough time in this.
Well, especially not having to come through a Consi. It depended on the heat. Some cars came out a lot better than others out of the heat. I'm interested to see how TJ's car holds up if he does get to run it. There's a few things I'd like to see how they work or don't work. But I think Chance overall has a very solid car. And it's his time.
Yes.
Mark, who do you think?
I'll go off the limb and pick nobody's picked. I'll take Jonathan Furr.
Jonathan Furr.
That's a very
That's not a
good
bad pick.
possibility.
Back
it's
to
not.
back.
Won it
maybe.
last year.
Yeah.
Back to back. They got a solid squad here, all from the Carolinas.
Oh, who we got rolling around here?
Who's that?
My boy in the metric.
I thought it was Tornado Terry. I
shoot.
thought you were going to run
dude,
away.
I might have to run away.
I thought you were going to have to run.
That sounded cool.
That was a drag car.
Sounds like Mark Met's Camry at No Mercy
Oh,
this
yeah.
year.
Is that Indy CNC and Cannonball fighting again?
Probably.
No.
Huh?
No.
They're fighting?
Yeah.
When?
You know, Anthony and
Mark, we're not cool
they were,
enough
they
to
were
go to
Jello
media
wrestling.
Oh.
No.
Where do we get in on that at?
I said Jello wrestling, not hot dog eating.
You imagine Jello wrestling while you're eating a hot dog?
No, only you would want to imagine that.
But then we had Freebie go out last night and picked up the win.
Had to represent Rev'd up some Sickles.
Represented Rev'd up, the sticker.
Who is it? Now we got Zerker coming in. He's trying to sneak on camera.
Dude, look at that stock 9802.
Sudden
Look, gets
impact.
me going.
So the bone stock compacts, we had Freebie number 1. Who got second? Jacob Tyree. Okay, enough.
I'm sorry, you didn't get one of these. I'm sorry.
I don't always put the video on YouTube. This might be one of them episodes.
Oh,
So
get a million views, my man. I
We
feel
had-
like that Iceman, the Ice. Oh, we gotta get him. We gotta watch this.
Freebie
one.
came down. He got first. He showed his adversity. Had a little bit of heat thrown at him. Waited it out. Seized the opportunity and won.
Yeah, I kind of thought Yank was gonna come out there, punch me in the helmet a few times.
but-
but thankfully, he didn't.
He beat Jacob Tyree. Also the Heats Hurricane. He was he drove really well. He sent it backwards for the majority of the heat, and then was able to wheel it down to second. So anytime someone's able to do that, that's a really good run. We got Devin Smith, the guy that drove his car all the way here. Then it didn't run.
Got here and moved his wires, and now she does not run.
But
Hell of a character, man. Look at that hair.
yeah, he reminds me of like Super Troopers or something.
That guy's image is
asked him, I
stuck in
said-
1990.
I said, how's it go? Like,
Farver, I bet you won't drink that whole thing of syrup.
I asked Devin Smith on his way down. I said, well, how's it going to go, like, on your way down? He said, well, I'm not getting pulled. If I get pulled over, I'm just going to jail.
Yeah, there's no way that car was legal.
No.
No
least he made
exhaust
it.
underneath of it.
Fuel cell, we had a
Fuel
back seat
cell in
bar
it
in it.
already, back seat bar in it, interior and everything stripped. High beams wired on because low beams didn't work. I mean, rolling 85 down. He
made
told me
the-
a story of there was one moment where he was in the middle and there was a car in front of him and behind him. He says that they rode 100 miles per hour for almost 2 hours on the way here.
I feel it.
Yeah, and he had a 10-hour drive like that.
Stupidity or balls? Some guys don't
Oh.
have either, or some guys
Or
have
a little
both.
bit of both.
But so second was Jacob Tyree. Third was who got third in your heat?
I think Terry did.
Was it Terry?
Terry.
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 That was my pick to win. I'm sorry for
And
Wow.
Brady
That's
Morris
my
was
pick
fourth.
to
Freebie, I had your back the whole time.
Thank you,
I had
Mark.
you, buddy.
Mark
I
Metz
won't
is
lie
my
to anyone.
man.
I think
I
Terry,
didn't doubt you, but I mean Terry was my pick.
Terry's a very good driver.
I was going to come down between
He is.
them two, in my opinion.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I thought
lie, I
it was
did
gonna be one,
underestimate
too.
him at the first part of that derby, but then I kind of.
He wasn't underestimating you. He was on your ass.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
I'm out there derbying, flag drops, here comes Terry. I'm like, this is how this night is gonna go.
He
Okay,
knew he had to
I
beat
get
you,
it.
and
Mm-hmm.
if you didn't have a cheated up car, he probably would have beat
Whoa, hold on. Did you look at that car?
So what about the quarters in the back? You always got to do something to them.
Oh, so like
Wedge
I'm big cheater.
quarters.
So like, hold on, wedge.
Always got to pull his quarters
Whoa,
out 'cause they're
hold
too
on,
low.
listen. I'll have to do that a lot, but listen, it
You weren't
looks
even allowed
good.
to touch the quarters, and this kid rolls in flat to the.
They
flat to
weren't
the
flat, okay?
It was close.
Listen, I couldn't find a sledgehammer, so I took the ball ping hammer and just started to beat it down a little bit, just enough to get it to roll up. I didn't want to be out there with a trunk that didn't look good. That's just not my style. So I had to go out there,
That
So
wasn't
we had
your story to the officials.
Well,
I accidentally slipped with the skid steer.
Hey, man, when you're listen, can't listen. So
Listen.
I went over there you got to beat this up. I was like, okay, so I did, and then I beat it up to almost stock height, but I left a little bit of a dip in it, just so
a
so
little
it could
bit.
fold right back up in there, because that's all I really needed to do in there. No
How much? A
decorative.
little bit, still 8 inches low.
Listen,
It
it was
was way
shoved
low.
down maybe 5-6 inches. It was about 4 by the time I pulled on the track, so I think I did pretty good.
So the last feature of the night was the NWFA class, which
Oh my gosh.
JD King picked up the win. He lost his front bumper early.
You lost to a guy without a front bumper?
I did. It almost played out exactly how we planned it to. Me, JD, and Nick were running together. It ended up being JD, Nick. I dropped the ball and got fourth, and I believe his name is Thurton. His last name, he got in there at third place with a Vic.
And he was on you.
Yeah, he was on me pretty good.
It junked
I thought, I thought I had him, and one bad shot, his Vic went up over my bumper and broke some stuff I needed to run.
Oh.
You'll have it.
Should have ran a Camry, my man.
I should have,
You only got 70 of them.
I'll be the first to admit this time I didn't put my effort into it, so that's probably why I didn't end up in the victory circle.
Listen, Sickles, we're not John, okay? We can't get away with running W bodies. We got to run Camrys. John's the only one who can make the W body.
If I would
work.
have took my time on that car, it would have did better, because there's some stupid mistakes. Like, I normally only run the one fan away from the starter side. I didn't touch this car. I let my workers build it, and that fan's what got into my starter, so that was one thing.
Left the tranny lines into the rad.
Yeah, it didn't hurt me.
No, but something we don't do.
Yeah, just a lot of little things that I normally do that I didn't take the time to do. Just
The thing. I didn't even tie my radiator up, and that's what won me that derby.
Not tying your radiator helped you?
I forgot to. Because I 9-wired the hood down, and then I went to go spray foam the radiator in, because I kind of forgot about to do it before I put the hood down. And I realized there was nothing holding that radiator, and you could push it. It was literally in there free floating as it could ever be. And Terry kept climbing the front bumper on that thing, so it just kept pushing it back and didn't break the rad.
I had to take a picture of that because this view is awesome.
So today...
I keep mistaking that front bumper for Jonathan Howman walking by.
that glare.
That glare off that bumper.
That nice 76 Impala that Roger shined up looks... I tried to take a TikTok last night. We'll get into that story. I was trying to take a TikTok of the Derby, and John was sitting in front of me. And no matter what I did, it kept catching that glare. It was bad.
Poor John.
Well, you know what? If he ain't going to come on camera with him, we're going to talk shit without him here.
Hopefully he has some good luck tonight.
Yeah, so tonight we have our talks of two consies. There is a built compact class, and it looks like they turned out pretty well. There's a good bit of them. There's an 80s and newer full-size class. I've probably seen about 10 of them. I don't know. There's probably more.
There's up on the hill. There's some more.
Yeah, they started having a party out front. The place is packed.
So if you don't know, Derby drivers just love to just lay on the throttle for no reason in the pits. And,
especially Honda guys. They're their own breed.
Oh,
but
dude.
but it doesn't matter.
You know,
who they are, what they
Ryan
drive. They're gonna hold it to the
I'm
floor.
not going to be honest with you. I don't
That's
think
what
I've
you're
ever
hearing
met a
in the
Honda
background.
guy with all of his teeth in place.
That'll be an
Ouch.
edit.
Ouch. We can't say that.
Just
We
for
gotta be
that, I'm
politically
going to
correct.
full size, but we'll see you guys later.
Yeah. I mean, I tell you what, though, the bone stock compact class that Freebie won last night, literally when the cars were pulling in, it was like Camry with a Mazda bumper. Oh, look, another Camry with a Mazda bumper.
Yeah, this guy got a header.
I'd say out of like the 20 cars, they were Camrys with Mazda bumpers, and there was probably 19 of them, it felt like.
Yep.
Yeah, how about the header in the MWFA class?
The world of difference in a year with these bumpers. Everyone with Mazda bumper. Everyone.
There's Brett Rallier.
Bad news. That ain't Brett driving it.
Bad news or bad news?
Is that Preston or no?
Bad news.
I don't know who that is. Oh, bad
Always fun to watch.
He has to try and come through the Consi, and
Consi's going to be a great class.
he's one you can never count out.
Man, the listeners are going to have a blast with this episode.
Who?
The listeners.
yeah.
The listeners.
We're having
Yeah,
a blast with this episode.
No, I like
Oh,
this
yeah.
a lot.
I just hope some of these listeners can get me in contact with Team Noss or Lucas Oil. That'd be pretty cool.
TJ was too busy, so
Hell
we had to
yeah.
invite.
Hell yeah.
TJ was a little too busy, so we had to invite Freebie. But if TJ would have went
hold
straight to
on.
the feature,
Wow.
if TJ would have went straight to the feature, he was our plan for the day.
Wow. I see how it is, you know? That's it. I'm bagging.
He should still be able to get on. He don't got much work. He got put over that wall.
Dude, TJ
Fresh
ain't
car.
even doing the work. He's got a crew.
You
He
do.
painted the car yesterday.
If you head over there, there's moments that you'll just see like 6 guys working on TJ's car, and he's like,
There's
Stepping
Almond.
back.
There's that
Hey, look
glare.
at that bald
Holy cow.
head.
"Where is he?"
He just went behind this red truck over there.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't see the glare.
They're golf cart riding.
Them wheels look nice too, man. Them chrome wheels to the left. You got them puppies shining.
Oh, he takes his time cleaning every one of them.
Yeah.
I don't do all that.
Maybe that's why
Quality
Mel
parts
ain't
over
selling no wheels.
You mean Mel don't do all that?
Mel does it.
Yeah.
I didn't say we didn't do it. I said I don't do it. Mel does it.
We got an old Camry pulled in with a bent spindle
Who
already.
is that anyways? I've actually never met, like, he said like every derby we go to, and I don't think I've ever.
Who? You bought stuff off of him.
But I never, like, legitly talked to him. I bought one
Wait,
and
there's
left.
another Camry with a Mazda bumper on.
Yeah, he was in your heat last night. That was Roger Mahoney. Mahoney's Derby parts.
Wait, the black one right there?
No, we're talking. Eddie's
Straight
talking
across.
about the people selling bumpers and wheels.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
you're
know
talking about that car that pulled in.
Sorry.
The one thing I don't like about Mazda 3 bumpers is that they're so narrow, it's hard
Short.
to actually clip a wheel.
It is,
Yeah.
but I tried to look around and there's not many compact bumpers if you run a 9802 Vic bumper, they're a little bit wider, but they're still not enough that it's like.
And they're pretty weak in the center. Is how they're made.
I picked the Mazdas. I have one more that I sort of like a little bit more, but I'm not going to say it to the public because then there'd been 20 of them here next year.
I know Tornado Terry had that 9802 Vic bumper on the front of it.
Hey, he kept clearing me.
I'm just saying, if I would have showed up with that class, I wouldn't have had a Mazda or a Vic bumper on the front of my car.
Yeah.
Hear this, guys? He's a big cheater. Best there is big cheater.
I don't know about all that. I don't got time
I
to
think,
cheat. I'm too busy doing too
And
many
you don't have to
things.
say it exactly, but when you
Is it
picked
the-
up
is it
the
the
bumper
bumper?
last night,
Yeah.
did you figure
It
it
was
out?
factory.
It was the
Was
factory,
it?
yeah.
Yeah. Mark was worried about nothing.
Okay.
I'm telling you what it looked like. But is that the kind of bumper you're talking about?
No, it was. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I just hope I get my revved up dinner tonight at Applebee's again.
Rev'd up dinner
Yeah.
at Applebee's. Jeez.
We're going to Applebee's?
Hey,
We're going to dinner.
That's what I didn't
Fourth-
know that.
hey, what a
Freebie
fourth
asked us to
place
get a
bag.
breakfast, but no one wanted to put up with him this
What?
morning.
That's
It was too
mean.
early for Freebie.
What?
You don't shower, man.
Oh, here we go.
That was Mom telling us that.
All right, we got people here, so we can debate this. Saying no names. If it's down to 2, and you can jump in on this too. If it comes down to 2, and you got a guy going to rip you, and you wave him off, but you don't break your stick, what do you do?
See, I was looking over my shoulder, and it looked like he was waving off from inside my car.
I'm not saying who. I'm
I
just
know.
saying what do you feel on
I
it?
know exactly what you're talking about.
I don't.
So there was debate.
I
last
asked
night.
the officials, and the officials said that he was waving him to come on. Because the official, I want to get out of my car. I thought the derby was over. I thought he waved off.
I mean, he wouldn't have broke if he was waving them on. I mean, he wouldn't have stopped if he was waving them on to come.
Yeah. The
Look
only
at that
people that
golf.
know the truth to that, though, is going to be
Yeah.
the driver.
Yeah. I mean, as an official,
They
I feel
are
like,
buddies. I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean,
I've been on both sides. I've told people to come and hit me again.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
let's have fun with it. Like,
the way I see it, if it's down to top 2 and you're trying to wave me off and your stick isn't broken, not gonna happen.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I
Still take
like
the
I said,
hit.
the guy shouldn't wave off, but also the guy coming to make the hit shouldn't stop.
Because I
either.
mean, worst thing that happens is you win. Okay, let's say they do that and he wasn't waving off. What are they gonna do? Not
Yeah.
give you the money? No,
Yeah.
unless they're a really corrupt promoter. That doesn't make sense. Like something like Dead Man, I can see them doing that.
ouch, ouch. Shots fired.
Oh.
Okay, since we got Freebie here, this is a topic he wanted to talk about. You're running King of Ohio this year, right?
I am. I spent all my allowance on a Cadillac.
So we're going to talk about you're going to run against 2 other individuals and you have to beat them to advance.
you know you got to use the throttle.
Oh, here we go.
Who is your most feared 2 that you do not want to run against?
Pete
Well,
Hansen. Who else?
probably FP. I don't want to get part of that wagon.
Who was it?
I don't know. The problem with that is, no matter who you go against, it's going to be: do you want to go against him now or in the feature? Because, like, let's say, would you rather take on Trace Braun in the feature or in the heat? Because in the heat, he's not going to have a lot of help, but in the feature, he will.
But in the feature, he might have other guys trying to take him out as well, though, too. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword. I don't know.
I'd want him in the heat. I think the way you just put that, I'd probably take him to the heat.
Yeah.
So theoretically, let's say you draw Trace Braun and Pete Hansen. How are you feeling going into that?
Going home.
Well, I'm just gonna start praying as I'm going out there. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Ask T God for a refund. Take the car back to his house.
That's the best part about that car. I bought him and I brought a pit crew for the weekend, Derby Sharks. It's gonna be awesome. I'm just gonna sit back
That ain't a
in my
bad
little
deal.
camping chair, just do nothing, go out there, derby, come back.
I come to these derbies. I can't even mark to get dirty.
You got to
Look
do
at him.
something on your car, Steven.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
Hey.
you.
Yeah.
Sickles, so like for the team show, do we get all the Sickles Garage workers to help us get to the
You're
feature?
looking at the
You
Sickles Garage
don't. You don't
workers.
want my workers to help you.
Oh,
You're looking at them.
You got me, Freebie.
hell yeah.
I'm married for everybody, so if you need it, I'm helping.
John has a crew coming. He got like,
He got like 9 guys coming.
yeah.
So Sickles
Mark
is gonna have
technically
Melody
only
doing
ever
all the
like
work.
really asked me, so I don't really know who else is going to
Well,
show
I
up.
can count on you sometimes, and I can never count on Steven
That's true.
Never count on me for what?
I count on
to
Steven.
help me work on stuff.
You can never count on me.
No.
You sure that's what you
What
want
were we
to say?
talking about?
You want to speak the truth on Mike?
Me being there for all y'all in your team show.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I practically closed my business down for a week to get cars done for Hardcore Championship. But
did?
that's not help.
No.
I'm not saying that
You
ain't
help
help. I'm
me.
saying the physical help of helping me on my car. Sometimes it's a little hard to help you, but you do. But sometimes it's hard.
If I'm busy doing other stuff, I built a jig that probably took more time.
That jig sucked.
But it was a good idea.
I'm over there. I said, Eddie, hey, I'll help you wedge your trunk. You help me do mine. And Steven went along with it. Said, yeah, let's do that. All right. So we do it, and I get over there the next day. Eddie's gone for a day and a half, and I'm doing it myself. With a jack and a hammer.
Where was Steven at?
He wasn't there either.
Oh, he helped me with mine.
Yeah, everybody helped you with yours. It was just me
Not bad.
the next day.
I helped you a lot though on that car. So.
I ain't saying you didn't. I'm just saying that
I just didn't know
I
you guys
remember
There
hardcore
goes bad Ronnie
championship.
McClung.
bad Roddy McClung.
I like that dude.
Oh yeah.
My hero.
guy.
Goes, shows up, have fun, go home.
He's been doing what Devin Schmidt's been doing for 40 years.
That's true. But his cars run after he shows
Yeah.
up. Sorry, Devin. I hate 03 ups. Unless you can actually.
Thought you loved them.
Well, I'm talking about in a stock format,
Oh,
like
yeah.
with the 4.6.
What happened
in
to
it.
I win every time I run an 03?
I don't like them in stock form. There's too many wires.
I love the 03s. I went to Greene County. Won that show.
Structurally, the 03s are good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Depending on the build, I
Mark-
think a tilted 98.
Mark, I want to
02.
see you take a compact by yourself to Greene County and try and win.
That's totally different.
I'll go there.
I think you'd have more luck in a full-size class than a compact.
I want to see you take a full size
They
to Greene
invited me.
County.
Greene County
and try
invited
and
me.
win.
For those of you guys that have no idea what Greene County
Well,
is,
Eddie, they just wanted to smoke with you.
Oh. I'm down. I'm
Yeah.
down.
Let's roll.
On and off the track.
Yeah, Nathan just wanted to smoke with you.
Hell
They probably
yeah.
really just want to junk me though. So I mean,
I don't think.
nah, they're good people. I'll go to Derby with them out there.
But I would like to see Mark travel out of his element. He talks all this shit, and then he doesn't go anywhere by himself ever.
I want the Preble by myself.
What
What
did
did I do
ended
at
up
Preble?
in a car at Preble,
Preble.
because of me being successful.
Who
before
else was
you.
on? Who else was in that track with me? Nobody.
I set you up with friends.
With 2 guys that I
what-
didn't see the whole time.
They didn't hit you, did they?
I don't know.
Well,
I didn't know them.
The one I set you up with either got second or
Yeah,
third.
The third.
He cleared the way for you in a Durango.
But what
you
I'm
sat
saying
in the
is,
corner. There was one point there I thought you weren't even derbying anymore.
I've seen that.
hey, Freebie, but I won.
like,
Hell
It don't
yeah.
matter.
like if I
Don't
had
matter.
the clock, it was like 48 seconds before you even started
What you
moving,
got?
let alone a hit.
I got
Hey,
a minute.
I spent $15,000 for a Cadillac from V. Tony Godwin. Thing's badass. Best part is I didn't have to do any work to it. You know, like, that's one thing that I don't really like. Everybody's like, you're bought, not built. So? Dude, when you don't gotta build the thing and all you gotta do is show up, that's the best thing ever. You just show up, it's time to derby. Oh, you didn't build that car, so I can still drive the car. What's the difference?
Iceman 283 on TikTok.
Hey, make sure you go follow me. I mean, I do have like 10,000 more followers than Sickles here, but that don't really.
So you're
count.
gonna take this episode and like put it on your TikTok and like shout us out, right?
Hell yeah, I got
We
you.
need the help. Hey,
Dave, can we get a revved up golf cart?
We need one.
We need one, yeah.
We need
Is that Tommy? How did he get on our golf cart?
He's just rolling around trying to get him a piece,
he
ain't it?
probably wrecked his bicycle again.
That's over there on the.
Tommy was having a bicycle derby last night by himself, literally just running into stuff.
He pulled a Joe Biden. Just
But he
fell
was,
right over.
yeah, he was, I mean, he was fully into it. He was committed. Ain't that right, Jason?
I'm sorry?
Tommy, he gets committed to the part.
It's nice. We were there when we had to pick him up from jail, so because he had been left in Minnesota. He had a 3-hour window to call me.
Well, we're hoping that he doesn't end up in jail in South Carolina.
I mean, he's not. I bet they're pretty
we
nice. down
searched
there.
out where it's at, so in case I have to pick him up already.
A little bit of an
We've
idea.
already dropped a pin.
Is it far?
No, it's real close.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that ain't bad.
No, we're good.
Ain't bad.
Well, there's no way he can do 3 days in a row, right? There's no way, right? I want to see some superhuman shit. He's gonna pull this off 3 days in a row.
Yeah. It was rough in Minnesota. So we're going to conclude this episode of Rev'd Up GarageCast. We've had enough of Freebie. We don't want to hear from him anymore.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, he's over here. Hell yeah.
Hell
Chopstick
yeah.
this, air fryer handle this.
Oh, jeez.
It was a pleasure.
Sickles must like him some Chinese food.
Blueberry frosted flakes. Like, what are we talking
Dude,
about
I
here?
was really happy. I got myself a revved up cappuccino this morning.
Did only 3/4 full though.
Yeah.
It was only half
But
full.
you get that when you're on Team Revved Up GarageCast,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, I was trying to see if you're optimistic or pessimistic. Either the glass is half empty or half full.
Yeah.
It's a cup.
It's a cup.
That's right. That's right. It's a cup.
Mark don't know the difference.
What?
Optimistic and pessimistic.
I'm good. I know everything.
Camera Guru.
Camera Guru.
Solaris Star.
Solaris Star.
Hey, I'm
Avalon
the Solaris
Angel.
Star.
Okay.
W-body worshiper. I'm everything there is. It don't matter.
Okay, this episode of Rev'd Up's over. Rev'd Up out.